see.
A couple centuries.
When the settlers came.
To America. Different shapes and sizes, many faiths divided, cause the king said. The Church of England rules all. There were Catholics, Protestants, Presbyterians, Anglicans, Puritans, Lutherans, Jews, Quakers and haters of overseas rule. They just want peace and freedom to choose, not to be judged or hung by the news. Woo! Locked and loaded, the red coats go. Locked and loaded, the blue coats go. All that carnage, y'all don't even know. Battles in the marches, flames in the torches. Saratoga, Yorktown, Philly, NY, Bunker Hill, Boston, so many died. Eye for an eye and the treaty been signed. Brits went home with a new state of mind. Habits die hard, old ways washed out. King George on the throne had lost all clout. USA on the rise furthermore. This is how our freedom won through the war.
Fall in love too easily. I fall in love too fast. I fall in love too terribly hard for love to end. My heart should be but still I
Hi, my name is Jay Stratton. I'm a professor of acting at the University of Texas at El Paso. I want to talk to you for a minute about what the First Amendment means to me as an artist and what it means to the Department of Theater and Dance. To a lot of people, the First Amendment is a fairly abstract concept. Freedom of expression, freedom of speech, what does that even mean? But to us, the First Amendment is very important. It's what protects our ability to use our voices. It lets us tell the stories that we want to tell, that we think are important. Those are stories that might be daring or bold or risky or even offensive. Doesn't matter. We're protected by the First Amendment. Now, this next student coming up, Bianca Taylor, we're very proud of. She's written a great poem called Planting the Seed. She's going to recite it. Word of warning, the poem contains some very daring themes. She uses some objectionable language. If that kind of thing offends you, you can choose to stop listening now, but I hope you don't. I hope you give her a chance. Listen, I think you'll find it electrifying to listen to Bianca speak. Here we go.
Do you remember being born? Most of us don't. But do you remember being young? An age older than one, and you believe that you could be anything that you want. When I was little, I dreamed of being a singer. But my great-grandmother said that I wanted to be a stripper because I would take off all my clothes, being all exposed. But truth be told, I just wanted to be beautiful. So I would look on TV, find a girl that I could be, even if none of them looked like me. Dark skin, full lips, broad nose, no. But at that age, I wasn't realizing that they didn't see my black as beautiful. When I got older, a younger girl said to me, "You would look pretty if you look at these girls in a magazine." All of them were white, straight hair, a name that they called fair. Shocked and stunned, I spoke words of none, a speechless tongue, not realizing to see that those words would grow on me. You see, it takes only one to plant a seed. When I was a teen, I met a boy that said nigga and black meant two different things. A black person was good, obedient, and polite, said all their words right. A nigga or nigger was basically someone who just couldn't be white. Makes no sense, right? And he looked at me like I was supposed to agree. And then he talked about Obama and how he should jokingly be hung from a tree. He should be hung. But he claimed he wasn't racist because he had a friend who was black. His nickname was Uncle Tom. And he looked at me like what he was saying wasn't wrong, or better yet, wasn't dumb. And what did I say? Oh, I don't remember, but it wasn't powerful enough to get him to change his belief, not even to consider that being black does not associate itself with that behavior, and you are a racist human being if you use the words nigga, and you're ignorant and stupid because having a friend that is black does not make it okay to say stuff that is rooted in hate, you stupid mother. Excuse my grammar, but I guess I'm what he calls a black freaking nigger. But what I remember most of all is how it wasn't just me in that class. And I know the teacher wasn't hearing impaired. And as this boy said these words, no one got angry enough to stand from their chair to tell this boy to stop. All they did was ignore or stare. And it's not that he shouldn't have his right to speak. Oh no, he definitely should. But their silence made me feel like this fight belongs only to me. I didn't want to believe that they didn't care. Maybe like me, they were scared, or maybe they felt like their words would go nowhere. But what if someone in that class silently agreed? Because you see, it takes only one to plant a seed. And what if he, or maybe even she, takes in those ideologies and believes that their race is the only race that should be, and that there isn't room for you, nor is there room for me, no, not in this country, and it's not being racist, because no, that's not true. See, we just hate people that look like you. And so what do? They buy a gun and shoot, and now it makes news, and they believe that they are warriors and heroes for taking away lives, because if it's not white, then there's no way it can be right. So everyone who's a person of color must die, and now everyone is mourning and everyone is weeping. But when it stops being a hashtag question, will we all go back to not speaking? I am now 22, and it took me some time to realize that my black is beautiful too. You see, I was brainwashed by people who made me believe that because I was dark, I was ugly. You see, I tune in on TV, and this is what I see. Attention, America! All Americans! No, not you. Not you. No, not you. Definitely not you. But Americans, only Americans, Americans spelled W-H-I-T-E. Exactly, W-H-I-T-E. Yes, you heard it right. White. If you're not that, then get out of sight. We are in desperate need of a cleansing. And it's time to make America great again. We've been living in all this sin. Americans and all the blacks and browns who agree, repeat after me. Whites are the only ones that should be in this country. Open your eyes. We are living in dark times. Literally. We must reclaim what's rightfully yours. All aboard. All aboard! We can't be silent, because words like that can ignite violence. It's time to be united in the United States of America. It takes only one to plant a seed. So I ask you, what are you spreading? We must plant the seeds that speaks of unity and peace, not only for ourselves, but for everybody. When I was a little girl, I dreamed. But now I plant the seeds because I see that for change, I can't wait for you. So I started with me.
We the Constitution crew. We the Constitution crew. We the Constitution crew. And everything that we spent, we driving knowledge for you. We the people, you the people of the USA, living large off the words from back in the day.
It's pretty cool you got the day of the school so we could educate you to the level that we on, speaking only the truth.
Constitutionality, be the speciality, we serving up.
With
the anchor pills, we be hurting up.
them.
You may be ill-informed, but we fixing that.
With
the help of the boom bap, a little dose of syntax, breaking it down for the masses, spitting facts, put to use in daily life.
We the realest, say it twice.
Break it down. Back in the time of 1789, wrinkly white dudes with powder wigs,
They decide.
gather together to make our lives better, talking it out, worse for better. 1 out of 10 is freedom of speech. We won't go no further, cause we gotta teach. Say what you want, say what you please. Worship a dragon, petition your griefs. Start up a blog that no one will read. Speak up your mind about places you eat. What about fighting for causes, beliefs? Can I make some signs so others can speak?
Preach.
But don't cause a riot, cause you'll go to jail disturbing the peace. Can you pay a bail?
Hell no.
What about talking up God on the streets? Speaking on Buddha, Jehovah, the Sphinx?
All three.
It might come off crazy or pushy or bold, but that is your right, expressing your growth.
Preach.